Hey, you didn't really see my hand motions, but I'm gonna make that a thing. This episode, if you saw my last one, is gonna be about embarrassing moments in front of your crush. Because embarrassing moments aren't just bad enough. It has to be embarrassing moments in front of your crush. God damn. I don't even understand why embarrassing moments exist. I mean, we're all gonna have one. Oh my god, but I hate it when the popular people, they get an answer wrong, they're like, just kidding. And I'm like, no, you weren't. You're just an imbecile. Okay, I'm gonna stop playing with that because I'm playing with this, by the way. Thing for my iPod, my iPod. Because I don't have an iPhone. I have a Gravity. I have a Gravity Samsung touchscreen. It's new to me. I mean, it might not actually be a new phone, but it's like, I had a really old. I had a Galaxy 2, not Galaxy S, Galaxy 2, the original Galaxy 2. My mom originally had the Galaxy, and uh, apparently my mom can get 4 different phones, but I can only get one in the past 5 years. Yeah, I know you're all like, oh, you had a phone when you were really young though, and I'm like, it was glitching like crazy. Do you expect someone to have a, like, first year, yeah, new phone, woohoo, no one has a phone but me, yeah. And then, like, my friends started getting phones the next year, and I was like, woo, more phones. And then, third year people got better phones, and I was like, okay, you got better phones than me, whatever, I still got a phone. Fourth year, I was like, everybody has a better phone than me. Fifth year, I was just kind of like, at least I have a phone. Be grateful. And then my dad's phone broke, and then he got my old phone. He had a Nokia, by the way. It was like really like this, and it wasn't really. It was one of the first cell phones. Do I have a holy shit on my eyebrow? It looks like I got. Oh, I remember what that's from. I hit my head on the. This includes the embarrassing thing. My crush. He touched the hairs in the back of my neck, and I flipped out. And then I was like, "Oh, hi." And then I just kind of like after he left, I was like, poof, on the lunch tables because we wait in the morning on the inside the cafeteria, which I don't know why. And apparently, I cut my eyebrow, or one eyebrow. Oops. I cut my eyebrow like right here, and I was like, well, that's attractive, and it's a good thing I'm starting to grow out my bangs. They actually went. They were like really straight this morning. This morning. Yesterday I straightened them, and they were like an epic fail, and they were all like, yeah, and I was like, and then I woke up and I brushed them, and and then they were all kind of like, yeah, let's be somewhat straight and then squarey. And I was like, okay, that's cool. Yeah, and look at my ridiculously long neck. I think it looks like ridiculously long, but other people are like, no, it doesn't. I think it looks long because my hair. Maybe one day I'll show y'all a picture. Do I have my iPod? No. Okay. I used to have my hair like down to like, well, like right past my breastises. Um, and it used to be that long, and it was unhealthy. I like, I used to not admit it then because it's like, my hair. And then like, but it was unhealthy, like legitimately. I would like do this, and dandruff would fall, and so that was gross. And then I cut it to like I think here, and it was still like, ew. And then, you know, then came like a little bit shorter to where I couldn't put it in a ponytail anymore. That was okay. And then I was like, I'm sick and tired of even being able to put my hair up. Ugh. And so then I cut it to here, and I had it kind of like it went like whoop, not like I didn't have bangs. What the hell's wrong with my head? And then, I got it cut a little shorter, and then I did this. I asked my hairdresser for bangs, and she gave me these badass motherfuckers. And, I think when I first got this haircut, the original first time I got this haircut, it was meant to, so I could, what was it? So I could have it up, I think. Yeah, like, oh my god, It was supposed to be where it's supposed to be kind of like, one second, kind of like that kind of thing, which still looks kind of cool. But I'm not gonna do it because shit. And then I was like, you know what? How about we have the same thing but bangs? And she was like, you mean inside bangs? And I was like, no, bangs. But oh my god, this is supposed to be about embarrassing moments. Ah. But yeah, I'm gonna tell you about my embarrassing moment in front of my crush. This is at gym. So I'm already embarrassed that I even saw my crush and he saw me. All sweaty and like since I have short hair, I have like he has longer hair than me. That's kind of embarrassing. And so I had sweat like dripping down from here. Like I know how guys feel when they're sweaty and I'm like and then like, I have sweat back here. Since I have bangs, I have sweat right here. Surprisingly, I don't think I have any pimples yet. Oh, nope. I have one. Okay. Just one. I'll make sure to fix that. But, and so I'm like sweaty in my face, and I could tell that I'm sweaty in my hands, and then as soon as I saw him, my palms start like sweating like crazy, and then like he waves hi, and I'm like hi, and then I kind of like run away because I'm like oh shit he's on me, and then did not realize that my shoe was unlaced, and like 2 feet later, 2 feet I trip, and I realized that he saw me, and he's just kind of like and I was like oh they saw that, and then I run it, and then like my coach, who's a guy coach, and I'm like y'all can see my shirt, I was like flashing me my awesome like cute bra. I wouldn't mind that, but I might get flagged. I don't know. I don't know what the rules of videos are. And so, and then he's like, my coach, he's a guy coach, and so I'm going to imitate my guy coach. And he's all like, okay, ladies, time to head in. And, he's like, hustle. And, like, we're all like, okay, fine. We just ran on the track and you're going to make us hustle. So we're all like pissed off and I run. And I didn't realize that the guys were going in too. I end up next to him. And we start talking, and I'm all gross and sweaty, and I'm kind of like, please ignore that fact. And then we're going up the ramp instead of the stairs, because my coach is going to be nice to us. And it's like, okay, fine, we can go up the ramp. And then I trip on nothing. I trip on nothing. Like, I think I tripped on, like, gust of air or something. And, he's like, are you okay? And I'm like, I just died a little inside. A little. I mean, how many times do you do that? I mean, I fell on the track, and I like slid and I like whoosh, and so that was embarrassing. My hand was all or my arm was all red and stuff. And it was, it looks like it was like this color, my eyeshadow color, and like all on my arm. And then I didn't actually realize that it broke skin until about after I put on my clothes, and I was like, oh, dried blood, that's new. And so yeah, that's embarrassing. I mean, has anyone else had that done to you? I mean, like, honestly, anybody? Because if you have, I'd like to hear that. But I want to hear embarrassing crush stories. I mean, like, I doubt any of your friends, like, are your friends on YouTube. I don't know what you actually have on YouTube. But, and, so, that was embarrassing. Another embarrassing thing is, what was it? Oh yeah, in science, our teacher makes us. She looks at our planners and she's like making sure that we wrote it down. She stamps it if we did. Goes to the door. We were talking after like the minute bell, and like we were just talking, and then like we're like, when the bell rings, let's go out that door instead, because science has 2 doors. She always stands over there, and the other assistant person was over there too. And so we were like, okay. And then like we heard the bell, and I was like, we should probably go. And then I was like, wee! And I said that really loud. And I was glad that we both got out of the room before the other 2 people, because and then she caught them, and we were like, oh fuck, we just barely did that. And so we didn't. We did it like the next day, and then the third day, we started walking that way, and then like some other guy did, and she was like, hey! And we started, and then we turned, and we were like, no, didn't do that. That was kind of embarrassing. Cause I made a squeal noise and I was like, hey. Oh my god. Really embarrassing thing that I do all the time. It doesn't matter if I'm with a crush or not. Okay, so if you, I don't actually have to explain this, but like I flip out over the simplest of things. Like, okay, so let me think of an example. someone will like be standing behind me for a little bit, and I won't know that they're there, but they think that that I know they're there because they like they've been like right here, and I'll be like and I'll like flip out, and like I won't go like because I'll go like really loud, and like everyone's like, what the hell? And ever since I started doing like screamo, I've been kind of clearing my voice differently instead of like I go because I do growl. I can do growls really loud though. I go like whenever I like intentionally want to go loud, I go that I cracked. It's probably because my voice hurts because I threw up in the bathroom at school today. Yeah. And so that's a great story. And so I cracked that time, but I can usually do it way better than that. So yeah. Oh, today's Wednesday. I can go to church. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Okay, so my church. Most people think of church, they think of boring lectures and stuff like that. No, my church is fucking awesome. Okay, you wanna know what we do at church? We sing and we dance and we do. And then we have to go to the boring part, but that only lasts for like 10 minutes or something retarded, or it feels like 10 minutes. And cause my friends were always like, "No, we're not talking, teacher." That kind of thing. I don't even know if you heard the random noises that I made, but it sounded really weird. I am in the mood for Chinese food, but I can't have anything spicy in fear of barfing. So yeah, I'm probably gonna make one more video so they're not too long and you actually want to watch them and stuff like that. So I'm gonna watch a Shane Dawson video and then make another one that you probably will be able to tell the time difference.